Hi, I'm Amanda.
Hi, and I'm Sally.
Welcome to the 20-minute Personally Proactive Structured Movement Therapy session. This is the intermediate session and follows from the 10-minute session you may have completed already. Please ensure you've read the pre-exercise guidelines and that you work throughout at your own pace. You should feel warm, you're breathing slightly more heavily than normal, but always able to hold a fluid conversation. It's okay for the movements to be challenging, but you should not experience any pain. Everybody is different, and you may feel different on different days. This is normal. Just listen to your body, doing a bit more when you feel good and doing a bit less when needed. If this is your first time completing the 20-minute workout, consider staying seated this time and gradually work up to standing throughout, increasing the number of exercises you do standing on each session. Ideally, you should aim to complete the session daily, but adding a few extra exercises throughout the day will be beneficial, especially the breathing exercises. Okay, so let's ensure you have everything you need. For today's session, you will require a sturdy chair. You may like to place a cushion behind you if you would like a little bit of extra support. We also ask that you have some resistance. So we've chosen something you'll find in the home, a couple of tins of soup or beans is absolutely fine. You may use a couple of small filled water bottles, or if you have a couple of light dumbbells, these will be great. You will also need to have the telephone within easy reach, any medication that's been prescribed for you, in particular inhalers, and some water. Okay, we're ready to get started. Just a quick visual check to make sure that you've got a nice, safe exercising space, and we'll get going. So, bringing yourselves to the front third of the chair and placing your feet out in front of you. Sit tall. Imagine something pulling you from the top of your head, so you're sitting up nice and tall, opening out the chest, allowing the breathing to be a little bit more easy. Okay. We're going to start with a warm-up. This is important to prepare our muscles for some movement and also increases the oxygen to the muscles and means that you should be left a little less breathless. Okay, so just gently beginning by marching the knees. So one knee and the other. Just getting the legs moving. Good. You can use these exercises if you've been sitting for a while and you're about to get up to do some daily tasks. It's a good idea to just do a little bit of movement before you get up and out of the chair. Okay, just add now the opposite arm. So just taking the arm forwards and back, moving if you can from the shoulders. Good, just getting all that blood pumping around your body. That's perfect. And sit tall. Okay, so feet out in front to keep you well balanced. We're going to very gently look to the right and to the left. Look to the right and the left. Good. Face towards the front. Place your hands by your sides. Lift your shoulders to your ears. Roll them back and gently down. Up, back and down. Up, back and down. One more. Up, back and down. Lovely. Okay, rotating now through your trunk. We're going to place the right hand onto the left knee and rotate to the left. Place your left hand onto the right knee and rotate right. Right hand onto the left knee, to the left, and left hand onto the right knee, turn right. Face towards the front, please. Perfect. Okay, we're now going to reach down to the right side, ever so gently, being careful not to lean forward or back, so just to the side, and up, and to the left side, and up. Right side, and left side. Good. Sit tall. Fantastic. Okay, just the ankles now. So if you could place your right heel out in front of you, and in the same spot, pop your toe. So heel and toe, heel and toe, heel and toe. And change for the left. Heel and toe, heel and toe, heel and toe, heel and toe. And rest there. Well done. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of movement now. I'm going to take the standing position. However, if you would prefer to stay seated for the session, or it's your first session, please follow Sally and she'll be showing you the alternatives. Okay, so bringing yourself to standing. You may like to take yourself to the back of your chair, or indeed find something that you can use as a support. For the balance exercises later on, we'll be using different levels of support, but for now it's fine to just have the chair or your support on one side. Okay, we're going to start with a little march. Holding on if you need to, gently letting go if not. Okay, so remember to work at your own pace. If you feel a little breathless, you can reduce the workload by just dropping the arms. So we're just getting everything moving now. Hopefully get ourselves a little bit warmer. We're going to swap our march for a gentle toe tap on the right. So we're tapping right and left, right and left. Put the arm movements in if you want to. If you're finding it quite challenging already, just do without the arms. One more each side. And 10 little marches. 10. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Take a wide base, please. If you're doing these exercises in the seated position, please remember to keep your feet within the width of the chair legs. Okay, just relax your knees, and we're going to very gently transfer the weight onto the right leg, a little bend, and onto the left leg. If you're doing these exercises seated, you can just transfer the weight gently from one bum cheek onto the other, as demonstrated by Sally. If this feels easy, put a little arm movement in, forwards and back. Brilliant. Just a couple more. And march. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Okay, a single side step to your right and one to your left. Good. Right and left. Okay. Remember, if you're seated, staying within the width of the chair. If you feel it's easy, feel free to put some arms in. Good. Standing or seated, add some arms if you want to. Good. And the last one, march just here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Well done. Okay, our next exercise is a small squat. So you may like to have some support in front of you now. That would be great. And starting with the feet a little narrower than your hips. Standing tall, tummy's pulled in. Going to very gently push the bottom out behind. Okay, just making sure the weight is in the heels of your foot and that your knees are not coming forward over your toes. Push your bum back just a little way, up and squeeze.
And those of us sitting down, we're going to do some small bobs. So we're going to try and lift up, coming onto our feet and down, using your arms to give you a little bit more strength. And if you can manage without your arms, place your hands on your knees and a little push up. Even if you can't manage to get all the way up, just a little push. It's all about strengthening these big muscles.
Okay, and that's 10. So our aim is for 10. And continue with your march. Okay, so just bringing it back down now. Just relax the arms. Slow down your feet a little bit. Good. And then just leaving the toes in contact with the floor while we just paddle the feet. And taking a few good deep breaths. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Fantastic. And rest there. Well done. Okay, so we're going to move on to a little bit of balance now. So during this balance section, it's important to mention that in order to increase your balance, to make your balance better, we have to challenge the balance, but it's important we do that safely. So you'll need something to give you some support. The back of the chair is great. You may have a sideboard or something like that. It doesn't matter as long as it's nice and secure. You can choose which level of support you will need. So you can use both hands nice and firmly if you need to. You can use just one hand. You may like to use a few fingers. You might just want to use one finger, or you might just want to hover your hands just above. You decide. But if you're challenging your balance, you should find you can feel just a little movement within your feet and your ankles while they try to work to keep you nice and upright. Have a go and you'll be able to decide which level is right for you. So our first exercise is a calf raise. So feet again, slightly narrower than your hips, standing tall. And once again, imagine something pulling you up from the top of your head. Okay, so choose the support level you think you'll need to start with and push up onto your toes and come down nice and gently. If you're in the seated position, the exercise is just the same, bringing yourself to the front third of the chair if you can, and pushing yourself up onto your toes. If you're finding this tricky, or you're indeed a little bit breathless, feel free to sit further back. So 7, once again, we're aiming for 10. You can stop at any time. One more. And rest. Well done. Okay, our second balance exercise is a tandem stand. So we're aiming to place one foot directly in front of the other. So standing nice and tall, please take your right foot directly in front of the left. So your right foot is going directly in front of the left. Leave a small gap between your heel and your toe and ensure both feet are facing absolutely forwards. Once again, imagine something pulling you up from the top of your head. Choose your level of support and then just balance. If you're in the seated position, your foot position is just the same and you're just building up the skills ready for when you feel ready to be standing. Step wide. Well done. Relax. That's brilliant. Okay, we're going to do exactly the same again. So the right foot coming directly in front of the left, standing tall. Good. Choose your level of support and just balance. And rest. Perfect. Okay, let's change over the other way. So bringing the left foot in front now. The left foot coming in front of the right. That little gap between your heel and toe. And stand tall. Step wide. So by stepping wide, you should immediately feel a little bit more balanced. And the same again. Left foot directly in front of the right. Both feet are facing forwards. Okay, we're imagining something pulling us up and hold it for 10. step wide and rest. Well done. Brilliant. Okay, our last balance exercise now, we are going to stand on individual legs. So we're going to start by taking the weight onto the right leg and very gently lift the left foot off the floor. Now the left foot can go wherever you feel most comfortable, so it's fine to just hover it in front. You can tuck it in behind. If you've done a bit of yoga and you'd rather stand like a tree, that's absolutely fine. Just stand tall. Imagine again something pulling you up. The tummy is pulled in and you're using the level of support that you need. If you're doing these exercises seated, again bringing yourself to the front third of the chair, using your arms if you need to balance, and then just gently lifting one foot off the floor. Good, gently down. Fantastic. Okay, let's have a try on the other leg. So taking the weight now onto your left leg, taking the right foot gently off the floor, engaging your core, and just balance. And rest. Absolutely brilliant. Well done. Good. Okay, if I could ask everybody now to please take a seat. We're going to look at some strength exercises. Okay. Excuse me. So using the resistance that you've chosen, please take hold of one piece of resistance in each hand. As we said before, something you can find around the home, some tins, some small water bottles or some little dumbbells if you have some will be great. Please walk yourself to the front third of the chair and place the feet out in front of you so that you're well balanced. You should be upright, nice open chest so it makes the breathing a little easier. Okay, so we're starting with some chest exercises, and I'd like you please to raise your elbows level with your shoulders and place your hands directly in front of your elbows. That's perfect. We're gently pushing forward, working the muscles of the chest and the arms, and then coming back. Good. Now, if you can, we're going to try and match some breathing with this exercise. So as you push forward, we're going to breathe out. As you come back and open the chest, we're going to breathe in. So out and in. If this feels difficult, then that's fine. Just breathe freely. Keep going. If you're breathing, finding the work hard, feel free to pop your resistance down. Take a rest at any time. 2 left. Once again, we're aiming for about 10 repetitions. And rest. Brilliant. Well done. That's great. Okay, so just now, just widening the knees a little bit to give you a little bit of space. Please take both hands together and face your palms towards you. We're going to work the upper back. So you're going to gently keep the hands close to your body. Bring the hands right up towards your chin, led by the elbows, so the elbows are up and the wrists are just below. And slowly down. Okay, good. In and out. And out. Breathing in when the chest is at its biggest. Okay, so that's 5. We're going to continue to 10, but if your muscles are feeling tired, feel free to stop at any time. Good. 8. 2 left. And the last one. Well done, that's fantastic. Good. Okay, pop your resistance down just for a moment and walk your feet back together. Okay. If I can ask now for everybody please to hip walk yourselves gently back, right to the very back of your chair, so that you've got lots of lovely support underneath your thighs. Still sitting tall, still maintaining that lovely posture. We're going to start with the right leg and we're going to be gently extending the legs out and then tucking them back in as close as you can to the chair, working the quadricep muscles on the top of the thighs. So when you're ready, we're going to gently lift. I'd I'd like you to hold for 3 and take that leg back down. If this is your first class or you're finding it quite tough, please follow with Sally, and she's just going to do smaller movements and not hold at the top. As always, you do what's right for you. At the end of your exercise session, we would hope you would be feeling comfortably tired, but not fatigued in any way. This is brilliant. So I'm going to just do 2 more. And the last one. Brilliant. Take a rest. Excellent. You might find that those thighs are just feeling a little bit here. Good. Okay, so swapping now to the left leg. So just the same. Up nice and tall. We're gently extending that leg out. Hold for 3. And take it back down. Good. Up and hold. And down. Brilliant. Keep going. Okay, so that's halfway, that's 5. We're going to do 5 more, but only if you feel like you can manage to carry on. If your muscles feel tired, it's fine to stop at any time. Last one. And rest. Well done, brilliant. Just give your thighs a little rub. Okay, gently hip walk yourselves forwards now, please. We're going to do a little bit of work on the arms. So sitting on the front third of the chair, pop your feet out in front. Once again, just working that core. Just grab your resistance. Okay, so taking the arms down by your sides and placing your palms forwards. We're going to lock the elbows into your waist and then slowly bring the hands up to your shoulders and gently down. Brilliant. The muscles and the bicep muscles in the fronts of your arms. Two more. And last one. Brilliant. Good. Take the palms of your hands now to face towards your body. We're going to work the triceps on the back of the arms. So you're going to lock the arms nice and straight, sitting tall with your tummies pulled in. We're going to take the hands straight back and then gently release forwards. If you can, breathe out as you take the arms back and in as they come down. So breathe out and in. Out and in. If this feels not comfortable for you, just breathe freely. Two more. And last one. Targeting the triceps on the back of your arms. Well done. Brilliant. Okay, place your resistance down, please. Okay. Our last strength exercise is sit to stand. Now this is really functional, obviously if you're getting up and down out of your chair, but also for things like getting up and down out of bed and on and off the toilet. So if you feel you can manage, please bring your feet back towards the chair and ever so gently, placing the hand lightly on your knees, push yourself up to standing and squeeze your bottom tight at the top. When we return, you're going to push your bottom towards the back of the chair, slowly, slowly lowering yourself down until you feel the chair underneath you and gently sit down. If this is a little bit too much at this stage, Sally will explain to you the way to do the slightly easier version.
So if we're seated, you can continue with your little bobs. So just using your arms to push yourself up, or if you can manage without your arms, just a little push up on those legs. If you chair bound, continue with these. However, if you're able to stand, it might be best if you're in a standing position and we can sit ourselves down, which is a little bit easier than standing up. So we can just very, very slowly lower ourselves down using the chair for support. So again, if you can manage once more. So starting from a standing position, we're going to take hold of the chair, making sure that the back of the legs is touching the chair, and then sitting ourselves down. You might only manage a few of those, otherwise just continue with your little bobs. Excellent. Have you done your 10?
We have done 10, maybe 11 or 12. So we are aiming for 10, but you may decide on some days that you can do more, and on other days a few less. That's absolutely fine. Okay, so that brings us to the end of our strength section. We're just going to think about some breathing now. So if I can ask you just to place your hands lightly on your thighs, sitting tall. We're going to take some medium breaths, 3 medium breaths in, and then we're going to breathe out very, very quickly. So we're going to try and breathe out with lots and lots of pressure coming from the abdominal area. So the breath breathing in will be medium, and then pushing all of that stale air out from here. So good. Breathe in and out. And again, in and out. Okay. Take 3 just light, relaxing breaths. So breathe in. Breathe out through pursed lips. So we're just pushing our lips together. In and out. One more. In and out. And relax. Well done. Brilliant. Sitting nice and tall, please walk your feet in a little bit. And we're just going to take you through some stretches. So if you could extend your right leg, please, in front of you. And then pop your toes up towards the ceiling. Now you should be able to feel a little stretch now in your calf on the back of the lower leg. Just a nice little stretch. We're just holding these for 15 seconds. Good, just here. And rest. Well done. Okay, so relax the foot now. Place both hands on the bent leg. And then from your hips, you're going to gently ease forwards. Now the stretch now should move up into the hamstring on the back of the thigh. And relax. Well done. Swap for the left leg. So left leg out in front, nice and straight. Bring your toe up, point towards the ceiling, feeling the stretch in your calf. And relax the foot, sit lovely and tall. Hands on the bent leg, ease forward from your hips, keeping a lovely straight flat back. And rest. Well done. Good. Okay. Take your hands together for me, please. Link them together. And then push your hands forward and your elbows out. A bit like you're trying to hug a big tree. Stretching all across the top of your back now. If you want to and it feels comfortable, you could drop your head into the middle of your circle. Gently relax the arms. Take the hands behind you now. You're going to link them together behind you. Now draw your hands onto your lower back and then gently squeeze the elbows together, stretching all the way across your chest. And rest. Perfect. Okay, please raise your right hand and place your hand down between your shoulder blades. Use your left hand now to either push from the front or push from the top. And we're trying to get the hand gently as far down the back as you can, stretching the tricep muscle on the back of your arm. Gently reach up and swap for the left. The left hand goes down between your shoulder blades. The right hand gently applies a little bit of pressure from the top or from the front, just to increase that stretch a little bit. And reach up. Well done. Okay, we're going to finish our stretching with 3 nice big breaths. So if you can breathe in and reach up, please. And breathe out and reach down. Good. In. And out. Last one. In. And out. Just roll your shoulders back. Give your arms a little wiggle. Maybe give your legs a little wiggle too. Excellent. And rest. Well done. You've done an amazing job. That's fantastic. So we really hope you've enjoyed your session today. As we mentioned at the beginning, we're looking to get you comfortably tired, but never exhausted. So if after today you think actually that was a bit easy, please think about looking at our 30-minute program. If you've got to the end of today and you think actually that was a little bit too much for me, then please think about completing some of the exercises in the seated position. These programs are designed for you and for your recovery, so they're for you to use as you will. We hope you'll join us again soon, either for this program or for the following program, and we wish you the best of luck. Goodbye.